Hey, Valtopia, what up on Facebook? It's Val. It's Val, honey, and I'm in my Mar Vista, California apartment. For those of you watching me for the first time, welcome. Say hello if you've never watched me, if you're watching the replay. I'm just sipping on some afternoon glog. And I want to pop on quickly today because I've been working with my clients and I'm moving through something myself, and I'm watching my mentors move through surrender. And I put on the title High Level Humans because that's who I work with and that's what I feel about myself. And when I say high level humans, it's for those of us who have like extra energy and desire and to create. Hey, Molly. Some of us naturally like to run, naturally like to run upstairs, naturally like to pursue activities outside the norm, naturally. Tinder says I have a whole bunch of new likes. I haven't been on there in a long time. They're just trying to get me to log in. High level human is about your levels of energy and how you move through them and how you bring it through in your life experience. And what I'm finding with my clients and myself, what I discovered for myself in my journey, is that we don't know we're high level and what we need to do to accommodate that. And many of my clients come to me after a lifetime of investing a lot of money in support and not finding the support that they need. So I feel a very special gap in this space because I know what it's like to invest and not feel supported and realize later on it's my own journey of distraction, and there are certain things that I needed to do to connect both sides of my brain and calm down into who I am. Hey Meredith, say hello if you're here. I'm gonna press the little wave button there. Oops. So, surrender. We all, I can't tell you how many times my clients and myself, we say, it's time to surrender, and then but I already did. I did let it go. I did let it go, and I did ask for what I've designed and why isn't it here and all that kind of thing. And here's what I want to say about the surrender. There's a level of frequencies. Hey, Meredith. Frequencies, which that is my gift. I have an art with color, light, sound, and energy frequencies that allow us to move through layers of distraction and sabotage that have been holding on to for a long time. And what I noticed in my clients that have trouble surrendering is that there's very much a deep attachment. There's different things that can happen. On some people, it's a very deep attachment to the story and the persona that they've come with. I've been that person where you really think that who you were is who you are. And as you begin to shift your beliefs and your perceptions and your energy and come into a new space, there's parts of you that just don't want to let go. They don't want to let go of that old feeling of who you were, even though you're doing all this work to shift. Thank you, Meredith. I want to hear what you're up to too. Mark, is that you watching? Hello. So here's what I want to say about for many of the people that come to me who do have a deep gift and a high level of energy and frequency, and they've felt frustrated for a long time, even though they've done the work and put in the money and the investment and the time. The thing that I see happening is that there is a body-mind disconnection that needs to come through. And there's several reasons. One of the reasons it hasn't happened yet is because you haven't accepted that you're a high-level human and that you have certain requirements, minimal requirements for maintaining the being that you are, and in order to resonate at the frequency that really allows you to create and manifest in a natural way that's easy for you. And so most of us are afraid to actually ask for what we truly are being called to. And so that's where all the mischief comes in, because we won't admit to what we truly desire, even though it's there and it's talking to us. It's like yabber, 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 but we're like, well, that's just a little too much. So let me settle for this thing over here. And then we feel all this resistance and sabotage and relive our pain and suffering that we've been with because we're still not answering the call Does that resonate? Hi, Joanne. And so there's like all this stripping away of your beliefs and your judgment of what you're allowed to have and who you think you're allowed to be in order to even begin to hear what it is you desire, so you can begin to claim it and then knock out the beliefs and perceptions that don't align to what you're being called to and what really feel natural to you, but may not be cool with the people around you, with your husband or your family or your friends or your community. But it is truly something that you've been called to and that you've always known and that you've work on in secret and then you don't want to share until you get it to a certain place. This is who I am talking to. Bye, honey. So who's watching with me? Say hello. I want to see what's going on. So the work that happens with my clients is a combination of body awareness, emotional awareness, awareness of your patterns in life, and all this can come out really rapidly right within the first few sessions. The work really is releasing that old persona and those old feelings and emotions, and allowing this new version and vision of yourself to come through. And that part, that work of actually claiming who it is that you are becoming, that you may have an inkling of it, or you may have even made great strides towards it, but know that you're not actually allowing yourself to feel, embody, and be the full depth of who you know yourself to be. And because you don't have permission, or because you think you need money to do it, or because you think you need credentials first, or there's all these reasons we push it off. And the true reasons we're pushing it off is the stuff that we actually want to tuck into and address. And that's where all the power is. And that's where many of us who are very accomplished and do and do get to a certain point, but don't allow ourselves to get past a certain point, is because we won't admit that, and we won't do that 20% or 10% or even 5% of hard work it is to allow ourselves to go way past the level that we would ever know we'd think we had permission to. Hi, Rebecca. Who's having coffee with me right now? Say hello, honey. So that's my message today. And those of you who resonate with the message and know that you're being called to understand more about yourself, but there's something that you think you can't access about it. Now, I work with several kinds of people. I work with most of my clients come to me with some level of trauma and PTSD that they are releasing. And many aren't aware that the difficult relationship with their parent or with their partner is actually a source of learning for them to learn about themselves to move through. So it feels like the situation is beyond your control, and we get into a place through the work we do together realizing, no, actually it is in your power to shift any relationship and situation you're in to align to who you are. And so some of the work comes from feeling strength and worthiness to stand up and believe in who you are and what you're doing, which comes back to that percentage of being that do you allow yourself to be that doesn't align to the people around you or what you've been taught, but that well, wow, if I were to choose this and allow myself to be this, or to take this time for myself, or to take this class, or to do this fitness, or to learn this thing, I know that I would understand myself better. And even though my people around me don't understand it, I'm going to do this for myself. Say hello. Etta, what up, boo? How are you? How are you feeling after last night's transmission? How are you feeling? Okay, here we go. We got some cards I'm bringing through just for everyone. I'm not doing readings. I'm just doing a general read for everybody. So I do believe that you chose this, that we chose to come and be who we are, and that we forget as we're living our life, and that the forgetting is actually what shapes us to be who we are, and that we have to remember to be playful. And a lot of the work that I do, even though it's deep and powerful and life-changing, and the people in my groups are having amazing experience changing their life, we can also laugh, and we sing, and we tone, and we paint, and these frequencies allow hemispheric brain connection, which is actually the best way to manifest and shift, which is why there's the work you do with me opens your heart and allows you to really feel into what you desire. Because we're all connected, and the more that we take care of our own heart and desires, the more we see that reflected back around us. I love it. I love the message. Etta, how are you today? What's going on? And there's one other person here. Say hello. So I'm feeling a little sleepy still. I'm on the low end of my energy right now. And I get my kids back. I'm going to go get them right now. So I can't wait to do that. And I'm just going to, you know what? That's the message coming through today. Listen, I am offering my mastermind, my inner circle mastermind. And I have written about it, and I fucking love it, and I need to shape it some more so you know what's coming through. Because this small, I really envision only 2 or 3 of you in a 3-month experience right now. And this 3-month is going to be either about, there's one person who has a control issue that they want to resolve, and there's one person who wants to have better intimacy with themselves, and there's one person who really wants to have a greater level of visibility. And that's what I've been knowing. So if you listen to this message, hey Jackie, and you see this and you're like, oh, that's me. I'm the one that wants to resolve the narcissistic, empathic relationship in my life, or I'm the one that wants to call in more intimacy and bliss and sensuality of my experience, or I'm the one that is looking for more impact and shine, and thou's the one we're going to do this over the next 3 months. This is for you. I'm dropping the seed. I'll be back with more tomorrow, and it's coming in. It's coming in exactly how this level of connection is going to be, because I haven't done this yet. So part of me is like a little bit like, whoa, what is this? But that's the way I work. I comes in before I even hire you, before you even hire me. I get the data for you and I start putting it out there and you recognize it. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Etta says it's 1 degree here. I loved your video. Perfect. Slept so sound. Today's good. Don't laugh, but seriously can't find your sound video again. Oh, it's on the document. It's on the document. Etta's in clean slate, clear vision, and the clearings are amazing. I think that's a little bit why I'm tired too. I think that we're doing some really powerful clearing in that group, and it's good stuff, honey. There's another example of where I channeled in. Hey, Chester, channeled in the class before you guys had even paid for it. I was talking to you on the recording before you'd even booked in. I love that. I love that so much. So listen, I'm calling myself to more. I'm rising up into a deeper level of commitment. I had to call myself to more fitness, more awareness, more clarity. And I'm bringing through these special days where you could come and paint with me. This is what I'm painting on right now. And I'm actually painting my own freedom here, because I had painted this back in 2004. And I was all being choked up by these vines. And I was looking at it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. And I've got to liberate myself. I've got to free myself from these vines that have been choking me. And so I'm putting the clouds and freeing her, which is essentially freeing me. And it came to me that is one of the client sessions that I'm going to do at a deeper level, is to paint your wings and to paint your freedom and to liberate you through a painting. Isn't that exciting? I can't wait to see who books in for that one, because that experience is someone who's ready to tap into the channel. Sing, Angel. I'm not going to sing today. You can hear my voice has been a little bit stressed the last couple days. I got physically to kind of my limit last week, and I'm still kind of coming up from that. So I'm going to keep and we did some powerful toning in the clean slate, clear vision, and that was part of what the energy came through there. So yes, I'm raspy. Yeah, I need to rest a little bit more. So I haven't booked into Bali yet, and I say yet because it could still happen. I'm so blessed to be able to follow the divine guidance and allow it to come through, and to trust and surrender, to surrender to the guidance that comes through, and to not take anybody else's judgment or vision of how it should be, and to understand that I'm the guide of this powerful experience, and for the clients that I'm bringing through, and the healing and the cosmic wisdom, and that it's going to be what it is. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. So surrendering is about putting it out there. So I put out the mastermind and said I was coming to Bali in February, and I still trust that I will. And should it shift, there's definitely something more aligned that's coming about it. So I'm open to that. Really, what's calling me the most right now is filling these paintings, and my next program has already started coming through, and feeling into who these really 3 mastermind circle sisters or brothers are. So I love it. So thank you for joining me today. I want to hear about your journey to surrender, and if you're feeling like you've tried everything and you've done it and you're just like, no, Val, you don't understand, I've done it already, what is going wrong? Here's what makes you my client. You're perfectionistic, people-pleasing, or you have been. You're a high-level human because you have a lot of energy and you strive to do a lot, and that causes you to feel this perfectionism and people-pleasing. And you've mastered certainly a lot of things, and there's this busyness in your mind, and you even think, oh, I don't know how to meditate, or I don't know how to calm down, and you realize that the next level of your growth and expansion is about you settling into your body, and there's deeper levels of awareness that you haven't been feeling and knowing, and we have to get to that. That's the work that we're doing together. I have space now for 2 one-on-ones. One of my other one-on-ones is shifting in her job, and so I have space for 2 one-on-ones. Sign up today and you get a bonus. I'll do a portrait for you if you sign up today. Special like reading portrait. If you haven't seen those, you can see them on valtopia.com. And if you're just joining, then you're going to have to go back and watch the replay because it's good, honey. I'll see you next time. Own your frequency, supernova. There is nobody like you. Oops. What's going on here?